Hello and welcome back to Let's Play UnderRail Expedition with me, BringItDon. So let's go ahead and wrap up this DLC by talking to Professor Oldfield. He raises his head from behind the monitor. Yes? Any new discoveries? Let's make sure he doesn't have anything new to talk about. He does not. Okay. Alright, well I have a report to make about the Abyssal Station. Tell me everything. Explain to him what you discovered. And hopefully he believes you, because it's a pretty fantastical adventure. Both the Professor and the Chief listen to your story of descent into the abyssal depths of the Black Sea, arrival to what is a dilapidated monument to both the Lemurians' ability to adapt and survive, and to their ironic, almost paradoxical inability to do just that. In silence, they wait for you to finish. And then, after I destroyed the Shadowlith, I got back to the submarine and successfully surfaced. By the caverns. As amazed as he without a doubt is, you can see it in his eyes that what he is waiting for you to tell him. You can see it in his eyes that what he is waiting for you to tell him about something. Alright, there are some words here that I don't think belong here. You can see it in his eyes that what he is waiting for you to tell him about something. Yeah, get rid of what here. Yeah, you can see it in his eyes that he is waiting for you to tell him about something. Jeez. Alright, so I was told that I don't have to give him the Acorn, that any of the major factions will give it by a commenter, so I'm going to give it to the Protectorate, because they're my best friends. So the Acorn was nowhere to be found. I'm sorry, Professor. As if you punched him in the face, the Professor stumbles back and sits on his bed. He removes his glasses, tears rolling down his cheeks. So, this is all for nothing. For nothing. Do not despair, Professor. It is beyond our powers. We've done plenty here. The expedition is a success. But all the dead sect troopers. This is our job, Professor. Our duty. Every sect trooper came here willing to give his or her life for this expedition. Those who did will be buried with the greatest of honors upon our return. It takes him a moment to recover, but then he puts his glasses back on and gets up slowly, as if drained of all his life energy. What are your orders, Professor? Time for us to leave. What we've managed to collect so far can be loaded to our ships. What we've managed to collect so far and can be loaded to our ships we'll bring with us. The rest, it's up to the sea. Richard, it's time to inform you sect troopers. The Black Sea expedition is over. Even though we haven't found the Acorn, I simply can't put my gratitude into words, Brondon. If you ever find yourself in Dis, Brondon, please stop by the university. You will always be welcome. Unless you have anything to ask me, you're free to leave. Oh, and don't forget to take the possessions from your footlocker. Just a couple of questions. Yes? Do you think Biocore knew about the Abyssal Station or Shadowlith? What if they feared facing what was down there and retreated because of it? He makes a long, thoughtful pose. To that, I'm afraid, I couldn't possibly give you an answer. Brondon, is everything in order? I just wanted to say it was a pleasure being a sect trooper, sir. Salute him. It was an absolute nightmare working with you, sir. You did excellent work, sect trooper. You're the reason for this expedition's success, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank you personally. You're hereby dismissed from your duties as sect trooper, Brondon. Now pack your bags. We'll be moving out soon. Honestly, he was kind of a jerk, because he did that he falsely accused me of being the traitor or the spy. So I should have said it was a nightmare. He was a jerk. They seem to be having another discussion and are unaware of your presence. Listen to the conversation. So Marky, this is it. We're leaving the Hell's Gut. He nods. Yes, yes. Silence. It was horrible. Pipe working. Since we arrived here, we've had to deal with bugs and giant serpents. Them toxic crap tubes. Disease, sickness. Dominated by stinking germs. Native attacks. Chalk zoners. Professors kidnapping. Sea zoners. Food shortages. Pipework and canned eels. But frankly, Tone, He takes a deep breath. I really miss some hardcore grinding. His eyes flares up. Bwahahaha. Bwahahaha. That's the... Oh darn. That's what I wanted to hear from you, Marky. Unadulterated, straight to the point grinding. Bwahahaha. He looks up through a hole in the tent roof. If there's anything good about you, Hell's Gut, it's that you made this man just a bit less la-di-da. Thank you, Hell's Gut. Thank you. So, Lily? He shows his ring. Nope. Maria. Oh well, as long as you're getting some. Lovely lady posterior. You can sound cultured when you want to. Eh, Tone? Hey, Tone ain't no bone. Boy, yeah? Just don't get too used to it. Get a tent, you two love bats. We would if we could. Bwahahaha. Now, as much as I like hanging out with you two, I can't wait to get out of this pipe-working place. He cleans his forehead with a handkerchief and squeezes it by his side. Yeah. Anything you need before the laborers start taking things out? Yeah, I want to speak with you, Marcus. Give me my paycheck. 1,000 Stygian coins. I'll keep your coins safe for coins. 1-to-1 deal. Who can say no to that? Ignore him. Alright. Probably don't have anything worth selling. We've already done... Yeah, we took care of this last episode. Alright, let's go talk to some of the named characters. You find the doctor nervously filling a trash bag with some medical waste. You get the feeling he's throwing away things he both should and shouldn't. Darn expedition. Should have listened. What's the matter? We're getting out of this place. He takes a deep breath and calms down. Yes. Yes, we're getting out of here. He pauses, holding a pillbox in his hand he was ready to throw away. He looks at it, shakes it, then returns it to one of the first aid kits. Let's see, I just need a cigarette again, or a dozen. My favorite. Lucky shot. At least the dreams are gone. Hang in there, Doc. Just a bit more. He sighs, closing a first aid kit and placing it inside a box. What do you need? I don't need anything. He nods. Hey, BringItDon, do you want that implant out? I happen to have an extraction tool here. Should work. Is it painful? Slightly, yes. I think I'll keep it as a souvenir. It's your call. If you change your mind before we pack up, see me. He doesn't react. Bryn, get a hold of yourself. I feel bad for him. He's had a really rough time here. We're going to talk to Seeger and we'll talk to Yehuda, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here, I guess. I'm assuming once I leave the zone and come back, they'll be gone. You find Seeger packing his equipment, scratching his head in wonder as to why a particular device won't fit the box. The computers and the coffee maker are the last to go, it seems. Hey, I just came to say goodbye. Hey, you were XL, man. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be pulling creepy crawlies out of my hair. If you need something, now's your last chance. Gotta pack this stuff up, and of course, I gotta do it all by myself. I'm not keen on being left behind. Exile. I'll leave you to your work. Appreciate it. Bye. Probably don't have anything to read. Yeah, nothing new. I'm assuming I got all of those. Well, he's only got 500 Stygian coins, but he said he gave me 1,000. And I have no idea how much I had beforehand, so I couldn't honestly answer that. Alright, let's go talk to Yehuda, and then we'll leave. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Guess it's time to leave this place. It's been too fraggin' long. So she's only here for information. Not supposed to, I guess, get attached to her in any way. Okay, maybe this might be new. I don't remember reading this. So I asked her about herself. She looks at you sighing. What? What? I'm a spec specialist, currently on guard trying to keep us all alive, okay? I'd rather be moving around like usually, but frag it. It's what I gotta do. She pauses. Look, I want to be left alone. I work best alone. I can concentrate, I can think, I can plan my moves without depending on anyone else, and I got no attachments. So let's keep things that way. You do your job, I'll do mine. Alright, well, hey, works for me. Less dialogue I gotta read. One last trip to Professor Oldfield. See if he has anything to say. Nope. Alright. Alright, we're done here. As far as I'm concerned. I will do one more save before regret, so if there's something I missed in this camp, let me know. But I doubt that I did. I'm confident that I found everything. We talked to Sec Trooper Irwin. Alright, I guess we're gonna journey back to UnderRail. Went back to Core City. I'll just leave my jet ski at Core City. And they're gone, just like that. Alright, we'll see if they left anything behind. Something tells me that they didn't, but it's worth a check. Like, maybe they left a, an oddity behind or something. Alright, well. That was worth a check. Always worth a look-see. Holy crap, the Naga Protector scared the crap out of me. But he's still kicking, so... That and the Plasma Turrets will stay here and keep killing things. I'm surprised Aegis didn't take it with him. They could have probably programmed it to work for him. So it's recommended that I sell this jet ski, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell this jet ski, and I'm going to rift walk my way back here and grab that other jet ski and use that for in case I ever need to travel via jet ski. So I'm not too worried about getting around quickly anymore because I'm done with the Expedition DLC. So to Core City, just gotta go west. And hope no Protectorate guys see me, because they don't like me being inside of this. quick save real quick. I noticed in the recordings the saving icon doesn't pop up until like the very end of the quick save. So that was a little weird. All right. Yeah, that's a protected outpost. You do not want to get too close to that because they'll start sniping at you. I'm gonna park it here. A little encumbered, not a big deal. I want to take everything off since I am going to sell this to Ray. Oh, I forgot how many dialogue options he had. I'd like to sell a jet to you. So you know I ain't interested in buying no junk jets. You know, the makeshift ones. I'm interested in quality jets only. If that's what you got, just bring your jet inside and we'll take a look. Okay, well, let's do that then. I'm gonna miss this thing. It got me through a lot of trials, but alright, okay. How much will you give me for the Protectorate Cruiser? Whoa, hold on a second there. I can't just purchase some random military or law enforcement jets. These things can get a man in a lot of trouble, especially if the background ain't as clear as it should be. It's not like you don't sell military jets already. I got the Devastator fair and square, with proper papers and all, and no one ever bothered me about it. Still, I ain't flaunting it around just in case. But this, no, sorry. Alright, so he will not buy my Protectorate. That's fine. He won't buy the junk jets, there's no reason going back to get it. Well good, I have this in case I ever need it. I was gonna be sad to get rid of it anyway, so this works out. I'll park it down here instead. Alright, let's get back to my house. I still haven't been in here. Am I getting in trouble for picking this lock? Trying to quick save like it was Baldur's Gate. Can't press Q to quick save. Hey, don't look at me, jerk. Do you not go anywhere? Go somewhere. If I don't have stealth, they're gonna see me if I try to lockpick this. Yeah. Come on, man. Patrol. I guarantee there's an oddity in there. But no sense in going on a rampage. We'll just get out of here. Head on back up to the old homestead. What's he doing in here? Hey pal, got a minute? There's... For you, always. What have you got for me? There's a man waiting for you in a dominating bar up in the residential area. Name's Aaron. Dressed in a black and red cloak, wears a mask, has a sword. Can't miss him. Did he say what it's about? No. He only said that I tell you, which I'm doing right now. That it's something important, that you should see him as soon as possible. Which means now. What do you know about him? A few things. It's gonna cost you, pal. Yeah, what do you need? My inner being's yearning for some bacon and cheese. He pats his belly, between 2 slices of fruit bread. I don't have that at the moment. Me hungry. Alright. So he's where? We got him heading towards the residential area as it is. I didn't mean to walk past the elevator earlier. Alright. We'll head up and see what Aaron wants, and then, but who knows what. Plus my house is over here, so it all works out. Exactly where I need to be heading. Hey, also a commenter had mentioned that Tanner knows more about the Acorn, I believe. I think he mentioned a few other names, Ezra as well. So we'll go back to SGS and get some more lore on the Acorn. I don't know who the residential bar is at here. Is it this one? I guess so. Let's go home first. So I jump off some of these repair kits. Oh, there we go. Alright, Cobra. He does look pretty cool, though he stands out quite a bit. He addresses you calmly, his voice not only unhindered by his mask, but rather sounds more resonant and clear than a voice should be. His right hand rests comfortably on the table, his left remains on the hilt of his sheathed sword at all times. BringItDon? The one and only. I am Aaron, a representative of the United States, even though I may not look the part. Yeah, see, the United States have a very lenient dress code up north. The code is rather strict, but it doesn't apply to me. We are not in North UnderRail. I have information that you've joined Dr. Oldfield's expedition to the Black Sea and may be in possession of an object called the Acorn. If that is true, the United States are very, very interested in this object. They would gladly pay you a generous sum of money for it. No questions asked how you obtained it. How could you possibly know whether I have such a thing? I know. What's true, I do have the Acorn. He nods. Before we do anything else, I'd like to know more about what it does. The professor hadn't told you anything about it. He did, but not enough. Don't expect me to overly illuminate you either, but very well. There's no reason to hide anything at this point. The Acorn is a device capable of autonomously manufacturing highly complex things out of whatever materials are available to it. I couldn't possibly give you the details of the process itself, but some of the things it is capable of producing cannot be accomplished by other means, at least not easily or as well. You must already be thinking, what can I do with such a thing? But the truth is, you can't do anything. You can't open the container. It has a quantum near-field lock that can only be opened by a coded signal lost in time. The lock is so advanced not a single one has ever been fooled. Truthfully, between you and me, I doubt any of the experts at United Stations would be up to the task. Once they figure that out, they'll turn to someone else for help. Hexagon, perhaps. So in the end, your options are rather limited, you know. You could try wasting your time, but no one here will get the goods inside, so it'll inevitably end up in the north anyway. If you even know what the Acorn is, so if you decide to sell it, you're unlikely, let's be straight with each other. You'll never get as good a deal as I'm offering you right now. Just cut out the middleman and walk away rich. And your offer is... I'm offering you 15,000 sharons, it being the preferred currency in these parts. Man, okay. Do I want the 15,000 sharons, or do I want to give it to the Protectorate? No. Oh, I could get his sword too. Yeah, no deal. The Acorn stays with me. Because if it's that valuable, I'm not worried about cash. Listen, if you aren't yet sure as to how important the Acorn is to us, BringItDon, ask yourself this question: do I look to you like someone who will leave the South UnderRail without it? He pauses, then continues. Don't be stupid. No deal. Then we're done here, but we're not done. We'll meet again. Now, if you'd excuse me. Yeah, and tell your tailor to take it easy on the drugs. Leave. I don't want to leave. Jerk. Alright, so we're gonna end up fighting. Don't know when. But, something to keep in mind. Alright, let's go talk to, like, Tanner and Ezra about the Acorn as well. See if we can glean some more information. So he told us a little bit, so it can... It's like a synthesizer. It can... create stuff out of nothing. Oh yeah, I forgot to drop off my crafting materials. Let's just fast travel there. Let's stop and get some juice real quick as well. Should be doing that every time I fast travel. Oh, no way. Yeah, give me juice. I can talk to him about the Acorn. Hey dude, ever seen anything like this? Show him the Acorn. He puts down his bottle. He looks serious. Whoa man, whoa. I know this from somewhere. It's a Connor. You mean a Connor, pronounced Acorn? Wait, it's all coming back to me. He stops to think, his eyes turning more and more distant. Man, I see this image before my eyes of this, like, round thing in an open metal case. Case just like that one. This sphere. It's, like, glowing in the dark. Can you describe it? It was awesome, man. It was an awesome computer of notable roundness. Awesome computer of notable what? Roundness, man. Roundness. I don't think that's what Acorn is supposed to stand for. No, man, it stands for Acorn because it was made by a Connor. But it's an awesome computer of notable roundness because it's an awesome computer of notable roundness. Who's Connor anyway? Excuse me. The guy who, like, made a Connor. Pay attention, man. I mean, really. I mean, what do you know about the guy, if he is a guy, besides him or her making the Acorn? Whoa, you're right, man. Connor's also, like, a last name. Maybe he's not a he. Maybe it's an it. Or maybe she's a she? Nah, man. I'm all for it now. It, like something that isn't human? He nods. Yeah, man. Something non-man. Unman. In-man. He shrugs. I'm just speculating. Well, never mind the gender. Tell me what else you know about Connor. I really don't know anything about Connor. Who or what or when he is, other than he made a Connor. Awesome computer of notable roundness. That's the information I got in my mind. And you already know how that thing works. He takes a gulp of brew. What do you know about the Acorn itself? Well, not much. I don't even know where I'd seen it. But I know it's important. Like, very important. And powerful. Totally awesome. I think it's one of those creative computers, man. They must have encountered those somewhere. They make stuff out of stuff. You just, like, plug them in, let them do their thing, and after a while they, like, make, if not a complete mess, then something cool. A figurine, a keyboard, Apocalypse. This one. Now, this one's of notable roundness because, like, you see, a sphere is the perfect shape. No weak points. You know how the saying goes. A bar is as good as its drunkest patron, or something to that effect. But yeah, a sphere is the best at enduring high pressure and stress. So not much external pressure because it's made of tough stuff, but rather internal pressure due to all, like, hard thinking it's got to do. I know I get under a lot of stress when I think a lot. So much I think I'm going to explode. If I was a sphere, I'd never explode, man. You'd be able to put me anywhere, and I'd be, like, not explosive to the max. Yeah. Yeah, what the hell are you talking about? Stress, man. Keep up. Anyway, things of notable roundness tend to, like, roll around when you don't want them to, which sucks. So you gotta keep them in boxes of notable cubeness for easier stacking. Or perhaps of notable tesseractness, but those are, like, really, really hard to find here. Would you hold on to it for me? Are you derailed, man? I'm not keeping anything like that here. Someone's, like, after it for sure, and I don't want to get woken up by a bunch of stealth-shielded, sober cyber assassins after you're gone. And don't you dare, like, stash it somewhere in my cave. I see a Connor lying about. I'm gonna throw it out, man, no matter how awesome or of notable roundness it is. Alright, so he knows a little bit about it. Let's go to SGS. We talked to Ezra and Tanner about it. But yeah, my intent is to hold on to it until we get to the Protectorate Fortress, or base, and then we'll give it to the Protectorate. Even if that's not the best option, this character is siding with the Protectorate, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to him. Yeah, engineering. We'll talk to Ezra about it first, then we'll talk to Tanner about it. Rondon. Okay, got a little bit of, works for me. All right. So Ezra doesn't have anything to say about it. It's not that I see. Maybe I have to talk to Tanner first, then talk to Ezra. We'll figure out where he's at. Is he in the Commons and Cantina, or is that the lady? Hadrian Tanner. Oh, he nods. Rondon, have you ever heard of the Acorn, aka Aconner? Aconner. Why do you ask me this? It's a device capable of utilizing materials from its surroundings in order to construct complex objects and machinery. It could benefit the station greatly. He nods. The information I have suggests the same. I've had the opportunity to study this technology at one time. I was fortunate enough to obtain information, but the hardware itself has proven impossible to find. But how do you know about the Acorn? Let's say I've done some digging around. Yeah, I learned about it during a trip to the Black Sea. An expedition. Do you have it? Is he going to try and take it from me? Yes, right here. Show him the Acorn. His answer is immediate and spoken with obvious satisfaction. This is it. Acorn. Has it been opened? I know it needs a coded signal, but I don't have it. That's a problem. The quantum near-field locks can only be opened with an appropriate coded signal. They've never been beaten as far as I'm aware. But even as is, Acorn is still of immense value to the station. He reaches for the Acorn. It took a lot of effort for me to get this. I prefer if I got paid first. He retracts his hand. Understandable. Alright, son of a gun. I gotta reload. I'm not reading all this because I'm not giving it to him. Can you describe how it works? Or maybe we get some information. Each Acorn unit contains a spherical supercomputer built into it, empowering its AI with billions of nanobots under its control and the ability to produce more if needed. It also has a high-capacity power supply, but over the course of the unit's operation, that supply will run out. I'll explain it further on. This is not the only one? No. While they're all designed identically, each one has a different goal. An Acorn unit is intended to be deployed somewhere, anywhere, so they may construct a so-called mega project. A project of great scale and complexity. That could be a machine, a construction, a city. It depends, but it's never simple, for it'd be a profligate. One might not be able to tell what the Acorn is constructing even at later stages, let alone before it's been activated, like in the case of the one you've brought me. But what is certain is that each unit comes with a blueprint, which it follows in order to finish the mega project. Therefore, when activated, and with the blueprint loaded, the AI begins scanning the environment it is in. Its proficient nanobots are capable of exploiting whatever the AI requires, gathering the resources and establishing power resources, as the mega projects take a long time to complete, and the unit's internal power supply will rarely be able to endure. Setting up defenses is crucial as well. But the nanobots are fundamentally of limited capability, and need to make way for larger and more advanced machinery when the time for it comes. They are there to establish further production, either de novo or by taking over machines and facilities already in existence, and to act as the unit's means of interacting with the world around itself, a role they fulfill till the very end. Every unit has a prime directive, to finish the mega project. How it achieves that is up to the AI, and the AI may, if it chooses so based on the availability of materials, restrictions of the environment, and many other factors, modify the blueprint and construct something that fulfills the purpose but wasn't necessarily specified by the original blueprint. And within all these things lies the value of the technology of the Acorn. It adapts and grows in any environment like a living organism. It then fulfills its purpose and self-terminates. Did NFT make them? They seem far too advanced when compared to the rest of the technology they have. Everything I know about them suggests they manufactured Acorn units. That doesn't exclude the fact they may have obtained the technology from some other supercorporation, even if I have no information that can support it. But the origin of the technology is the least important thing. The technology itself is. Where could the other ones be? It's likely that other supercorporations had them, at least according to various sources. New Frontier Technologies produced Acorn units not only for themselves, but were apparently commissioned by others to do so. As you've experienced yourself, the units are extremely difficult to acquire, let alone their corresponding coded signals, which we still do not have. Several sources suggest that BioCore had at least one unit, but nothing useful beyond that. What's going to happen with the Acorn now? We can't activate it without the coded signal, so the next step would be to attempt to find the corresponding one. In the meantime, we can study it. What would happen if you tried forcing it open? Acorns are designed in such a way as to destroy themselves in the event that any physical attempts at opening them are taken. So all we can do now is observe it. Alright, so I am not giving him this. I'll go back and try talking to him about it, but he's not getting this. It's going to the Protectorate, and that's final. Alright, this is new. So this is me asking him about it, and I said, oh, I don't have it. I'm just interested if you can tell me anything about it. As I said, I've studied it. With regards to finding the hardware, I can offer some help. I've never seen one in person, but I know a single unit consists of a medium-sized container with Acorn printed on it. If you find it, I want you to bring it to me, to Southgate Station. Once I have it in my hands, I'll share everything I know about it with you. This is important, BringItDon. The technology of the Acorn has been completely lost. If Southgate Station were to have it, and could use it, it would easily have a technological advantage over everyone in South UnderRail. Alright, cool. Well, there's that. So we've learned quite a bit about it. I think in the next episode we're going to assault the Grey Army base. I'm just gonna go in there and clear out the Grey Army base, look for any oddities and things like that. Because this episode has already gone on long enough, reading about the Acorn. Anyway, gonna call it here. Next episode we'll do that. We'll probably head straight to the Grey Army base and kill everything. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.